Yeah, we've talked about it almost every day. So again, I know I said after the game I was really happy with the performance of the group, both with the ball and without the ball. But ultimately, once that whistle blew to end the game, my focus turned to Indy, and I wanted to make sure that we had a good week of training without any complacency.
When you're off to this kind of start, how do you as a coach juggle, wanting to push forward and continue to use new ideas, but also not wanting to kind of mess up what you've got?
Yeah, I think you're thinking about that every single day when you're a manager, But again, it's continuing to focus on our process and how we want to play. There's always areas, whether you win 5-0 or you lose the game, that you can be better. And we're constantly talking about that. We're constantly making sure that it's ingrained in the players' heads that there's always room for improvement. So when you look at it that way, the ideas of changing things, or that comes when you're looking at the opponent and you're looking at the different things that you can present on the weekend.
Saturday, the rivalry game, network televised. You were just talking to Taylor. He said it's a good game. It's an easy game to get up for.
Yeah.
I guess there's two ways you can go. Whether this is a distraction or this is a motivator. And it seems like this could be a motivator for you guys.
Yeah, I think what I said to the players was, yes, it's on a national television, and we're excited for the club and for us to be able to showcase what Louisville City is about. At the same time, we shouldn't change what we've done over the last 3 weeks just because of that. We should start the game the same way we did against Pittsburgh and the same way we did against Birmingham. And the only difference is that more people are going to see it, and more people are going to see what it means for us to represent this club and this city. But we have to make sure we're continuing to do things the right way every single day. And the game on the weekend is just everything coming together that we've worked on throughout the week.
The amount of newcomers that you've had contributing, thinking about last year, but does this year feel different, or the adjustments you guys have had to make to integrate that many guys and have as much success as you have?
I think it's not easy for anybody at any level to bring in so many new faces into a place like Louisville City, especially. But when you look at the people that we brought in, the culture that we have in the locker room, the emphasis that we've put on the values and who we want to be every single day, it allows the players to kind of make sure that they're aligned in those things. And before we brought these new faces in, we made sure that they were going to be aligned with those values. And I genuinely believe that we've got a group of men that want to get better every day, that want to push each other, but that are also constantly thanking the kitchen staff, constantly cleaning up after themselves, constantly being good people. And I think that's the thing that is most important to me, because my belief is if you have those right people, then when you're talking about values and you execute on the field every day, it's that much more special.
Two of those new guys being the Davila brothers. I wasn't necessarily aware of this, but I guess when Evan came in the game last Saturday, Taylor said that's the first time they've ever been on the same team, field at the same time.
Yeah.
Did you know about that? And I don't know, what have you seen that moment?
Yeah, I knew that only because of some of my conversations with Taylor prior to us signing or bringing Evan here to look at and then signing him. But again, it's a special moment for sure. It's something they'll definitely remember the rest of their lives. But again, I think when you look at what they've both contributed to the group and the collective of everybody out on the field, I think it's a culmination of all the work that they've put in, And so I'm happy for them because, as I said, I'm sure it was a special moment for their family as well. But I think they'll both tell you that the win and the performance is something that that stands out to them because it's for the group.
Last one on Indy. They're 1-2-1 to start. What sort of team do you expect to come in on Saturday? I assume that they feel like they need to win a game.
Yeah, I'm expecting a very good team. They have a lot of talented players. Obviously, it's two clubs that, yeah, you can call it a rivalry, but it's one of respect. We have a lot of respect for them. I certainly have a lot of respect for their new manager. And so when I look at the way that their games have gone, they've been really good games to go back and watch as far as ideas and what they're trying to do. They played some difficult opponents as well. A good result there at home. So it's against SAC. It's going to be a difficult opponent, and we're expecting that, but we're excited for the opportunity.